Yes.
Good evening. Everybody can hear me well? I know the past couple of programs that we've had, there's been a little bit of a request to make sure that we speak a little bit louder, so we figured we'd use a PA system tonight and hopefully make it easier for everybody to hear. And we've got our fingers crossed that computers are going to work well tonight, so we don't lose any time. Knock on wood. And but welcome. I really thank you for coming out and being here with us tonight. I know it's a beautiful evening. There's probably several other things that you can be doing, but we hope that you're going to enjoy this evening. My name is David Sauro. The program that you're here is called HOW, which is an acronym for Heart and Wellness, and we feel that what we do is to attempt to give you lessons for the heart. You have a program. Inside the program is a list of the speakers that are going to be speaking tonight with their email addresses and also some space. This is like a classroom setting. If you like to take some notes, write down some questions, so at the end of the presentation you can ask questions. So we thank you again for spending the time and being here with us tonight. This particular series, which we had, first one was in May, second one was in June, and now this one in July, we call A Healthier Me, A Healthier Community. And community is so important in everything that we do and whatever we do. And we feel that as part of our obligation, not obligation, but the passion that the speakers have for health and wellness and who have donated and given their time over the past couple of months to speak on something that they know or they feel is very, very important to them. We feel very fortunate to be able to use this setting here at the Centerville Library. The past couple of days I've had to come here to do a couple things to set up for this evening. If you visit this library frequently, you know that you come in here on any given day and there's a lot of things happening here. You got children programs, you got adult programs, you got people coming in to read the paper, you got people coming in to play chess, you got people coming in to just do a whole variety of things. And again, this is a so what they're doing is getting information to help them in their daily lives. And again, we feel very, very fortunate to be able to be associated with the Centerville Library to do what we do here. And what we attempt to do, as I just said, is two things. One, provide you some information, which we hope becomes an inspiration in some of the decisions that you make on a daily basis. And I think one of the, I was just talking to Mary. Mary, thank you, by the way, for being here and signing up, sending people in. We were talking about just briefly healthcare and how the cost of healthcare is escalating so dramatically. This country is in a crisis for health, a crisis. In my opinion, one of the reasons is because there's not enough of this going on, okay? I had a brother who is younger than I, and I shared this in our May program, who had a cardiac arrest back in March, was visiting with us last night, and we went out for a walk, and we were chatting a little bit, and I said, Ricky, did you have any discussions at all with your doctors regarding any type of suggestions or recommendations in terms of your habits, whether it be nutrition or exercise or any of that? No, nothing. I said, well, it was flawed. I mean, here's somebody who went into cardiac arrest, was put into a coma for 2 days, you know, that whole situation where they put the body, they cool it, they bring it back. and got a pacemaker, and feeling very blessed and fortunate to be alive. Great hospital up in Boston, and no dialogue at all with doctors in regards to what to do to try to make sure that he lives a healthy life. They just make you better, make sure you get the proper medication, and then out the door you go.
Yeah.
But, and again, I don't mean to pick on the doctors or the healthcare system, but as most people know, there's a lot of major issues going on with it. And again, I think this is one of the reasons is because there's not enough information that is given to people to help them make the right decisions, and as we say, to do some inspirational decisions to make sure that you're feeling healthy. Wellness habits make a huge difference. We talk about this all the time. Habits are huge in all aspects of your life, not only in your wellness, but obviously in financial and emotional, and et cetera, et cetera. Habits are huge, and one of the things that, again, we hope to do here this evening is to talk about some type of little suggestions or recommendations in terms of habits that may make a difference in how you feel. We used the tripod for a healthy heart. In most of our talks, we'll focus on some aspect of the tripod, either movement, nutrition, or the foundation. And we feel the foundation is the most important part of the wellness aspect. Attitude, relationships, emotions. And again, that's something that I think gets overlooked so often when people say, I'm going to make some changes in my habits, I'm going to eat better. Or I'm going to start to go to the gym better. Or I'm going to start to go to the gym more often. Or I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do that. But they're dealing with stress, or they're dealing with other issues in their life that no matter how hard they try to maybe make some adjustments, if that foundation isn't solid, it becomes a lot more challenging and a lot more difficult to make some changes. Your health is your wealth. Everybody agree with that? Your health is your wealth. The healthier you are, the wealthier you feel, because you're spending less money in terms of going to either doctor's appointments or certain medications. It gives you more time to spend with your family and friends. It just makes life a lot more pleasurable when you are healthy. We have a video that we're going to show next, and this sort of touches upon the emotional aspect, one part of the emotional aspect of being healthy.
A new book sets out to answer some big questions about
Got it?
the brain and bodies of water. Blue Mind explores how so many of us are drawn to the ocean or a scenic lake, just like water. Then Tracy talked to the author trying to show a scientific connection between water and our health and happiness.
Most of us know that feeling of calm we get when we're on, in, or just near the water.
That's what you want if you're in the midst of a stressful week. You just want to hit that big blue reset button and get out of here.
Jay Nichols is a marine biologist and conservationist who lives near the central coast of California. He spent much of his professional life trying to protect endangered sea turtles. Now he's exploring the scientific reasons for why humans have such a deep connection with the deep blue.
There are all these cognitive and emotional benefits that we derive every time we spend time by water.
Nichols has dubbed it our blue mind, the mildly meditative state our brains enter when exposed to water.
Did you worry initially that people were going to dismiss you as the guy from California? This is all a big deal about how we love water.
I was worried about that, and in fact, I think I was dismissed as that guy at first by some people. but once you get into it, you realize that it's chemistry, it's biology, it's physiology. It's deeply personal, but it's also strong science.
The science is still evolving, but Nichols' work is getting plenty of attention. He began hosting Blue Mind seminars that are attracting neurologists and psychologists from around the world. Using brain imaging, they have found that proximity to water floods the brain with feel-good hormones such as dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. Levels of the stress hormone cortisol actually drop. Scientists have also discovered that the brain prefers the color blue above all others, and water increases our ability to focus.
When we look at this, it's not just that it's beautiful, we're having some sort of biological reaction to it.
Yeah, our response to water is deep. It's it's human. It's about life. It's about survival.
In fact, our bodies consist of about 60% water, and our brains a whopping 75%.
So when you see water, hear water, it triggers a response in your brain that you're in the right place.
Now, from rafting, kayaking, to surfing, water therapy is increasingly being used to treat a variety of ailments, including wounded veterans suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder.
And so is your ultimate hope that we look at the ocean not simply as a beautiful place to visit or a food source, but that it's a public health issue?
Absolutely, I think connecting public health to healthy oceans is critical. It helps you relax. It just literally sucks the stress out of your body and out of your mind.
So the next time you gaze into that blue horizon, you'll know that feeling you get really is all in your head. For CBS This Morning, Ben Tracy, Davenport, California.
Believe all of that.
So we're very, very fortunate. We're very, very fortunate to live here in Cape Cod, to be so close to the ocean, so close to beaches, right? So when was the last time when you went to a doctor's appointment and they said, what I want you to do is to go and spend 2 hours at the beach and just sort of put your feet in the sand and relax and chill out, right? And I think all of us who go to the beach at all would agree that when you leave the beach, you just have a whole different feeling and a whole different outlook on life, right? So, so one of your homework assignments this weekend is to go to the beach. Spend a little time. It's supposed to be great weather. Go to the beach. Just put your feet in the water. Relax and enjoy it. Okay. We're also just as an FYI, we have a young lady sitting in the back of the room joining us. June, you want to just stand up for 1 minute? June is in the process of doing something. They showed a part of the therapy for wounded veterans, and June is doing something to also help veterans. So June, just want to give us a little bit of a quick explanation as to what it is you're doing.
Okay. I've started Freedom Rose Cape Cod, which is a part of the National U.S. Women Program. Freedom Rose got a grant, VA, a Veterans Administration grant, to start up programs throughout the country that serve disabled veterans. So I started the program a year ago. We have on the books about 30 disabled veterans and active military, discharged military, as well as people from Hawaii and all over the place. We're based in Falmouth during the wintertime at the Gus Canty Center. The town of Falmouth has donated use of their indoor recreation center for the indoor erging, or rowing program that we have. And in the summer now, we are at John's Pond in Mashpee on the water. And David graciously has donated 2 boats to our program in the past few weeks, and they're named after his father, who served in the Navy, and a dear friend of his, Charlie, who also served in the Navy and retired. I have extended the program to the adaptive para community, and at the end of this month, we'll be adding in special needs. Those with intellectual disabilities. My youngest daughter has Down syndrome. She's a great rower. And I would love to just start a program like that and extend it to as many people who are considered the most vulnerable in our community and oftentimes left out of the norm for athletic programs. And they have every bit of the ability as everyone else. They just express it in different ways, and I'd like to bring out the best in them and everybody.
Great, that's great. So. not only for those involved seeking the benefits of the physical aspect of growing, but also the whole psychological aspect of being on the water and close to the water.
Just knowing that they can do something that other
Right.
people can do,
Yep.
it just levels the playing field.
Yep.